Morning, guys. All right, it's smoothie bowl time. Doing a green smoothie today. I make about this much, and that allows me to do 2 photos of smoothies, so that's what I'm doing right now. I just did this one photo, except I took a bite of it already because these pears, oh, that's cute. These pears are super, super good. So this is the straight up regular Kimberly Snyder glowing green smoothie recipe, and I'm just topping it for the photos. So I don't usually put the pear in, so it's not usually her exact recipe, but today I had pears, so I put them in. Okay, I'm gonna do one more photo, and then I will be eating whatever's in this bowl plus whatever's in this bowl. See you. Oh, this is the full smoothie, and I did what I did for the photos, but then I added some extra coconut, some ground flaxseed. There's the chia seeds that are gelling right now. And then I added some hot cherries too. I just cooked up some frozen cherries from the freezer in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And I just throw them in here. And now it's time for a really weird breakfast, but super healthy and delicious. Have been doing lately, which is to add some raw oats when I eat it. I just love that texture as it soaks in, and yummy, yummy. It's super good. It takes me a while to eat it this way, but it's actually really good because then I start to think about my hunger signals and am I full? And generally lately I haven't been stopping when I get full because it's not a ton of food anyways, but it has been helping me sort of be conscious of the signals. So, all right, I'm not gonna lie, that was way too much food. I'm so full. Breakfast was a success. It was too much. I'm full, but I mean, I don't worry about that too much because it was super low calorie stuff. And now this is my cue to either just be finished or have a big glass of water. I always end up looking at the clock after I'm done eating lately. Like right now, I wouldn't mind eating around 8 either, but now it's 10 o'clock. But the idea I'm trying to do is this 3 meals a day, which has been working really well. It's been keeping me at a great weight. I don't feel hungry or deprived or anything like that. I feel like I'm getting tons of nutrients lately, eating the types of bowls that I've been eating lately. So I'm looking at the clock, it's 10 a.m. And then I'm just planning in my head, when am I going to have lunch, what time, and then just preparing myself that I have. And so I'm considering around 1 p.m. that I have 3 hours to get through until lunch. Even if I get hungry, it's okay. I'm telling myself it would be okay if I got hungry. I don't think I would because I'm stuffed right now, but had I eaten less, maybe I just had a light breakfast, which was just some fruit and some nuts or something, which would be a good Nutritarian breakfast. This was a Nutritarian breakfast too. It's just a lot of food. So I'm just preparing myself, and then I do this at lunch and dinner as well lately, where I just say, okay, I'm going to eat in the morning whenever I get done with my run or whatever it is that I have to do in the morning. And then I'm going to eat around 1, and then I'm going to eat around 5 or 6. So I've been just telling myself, like, these are the times I'm going to eat, and preparing myself through the day that this is all the food I'm going to have. And I haven't even really been planning what I'm going to have because I have so many ideas in my mind now for how I can put meals together that, like, when I go to have breakfast, I go into the kitchen and I'm like, oh, I could have an oatmeal bowl, or I could have a smoothie bowl. I could have a bunch of different smoothie bowls because there's so many different smoothies out there. Put a lot of different things in my oatmeal or whatever. So between those 2 types of bowls, that's like an endless amount of breakfast. Not to mention there's a lot of savory breakfasts I could eat as well. I don't ever want them in the morning, but they're available, so I could do that. And then for lunch and dinner, it's the same thing lately. I've just been keeping in my mind this idea, could have a bowl with a bunch of veggies and a big portion of salad. I have a bunch of that stuff I made yesterday, so that'll be very easy for me to put together these lunch bowls. And I do want to make or thaw a soup as well, so I can have that on hand for dinner to kind of change it up, because I don't like to do the same thing for lunch and dinner. So I'm going to figure out some type of a soup today, whether I'll make it today or if I'll just pull it out of the freezer. We'll see, but it's been working for me so well, you guys. See ya. Okay, guys, lunchtime, the lunchtime madness. So this is kind of what the photo looked like that I just took. I'm going to be posting it here in a few minutes. And some of the mushrooms are missing. And then what I'm actually doing to eat it is I have a big bowl here, chopping everything up. I'm going to chop everything. And then I'm going to just put everything in here and mix it all. And then I'm using the chipotle mayo that I made yesterday as the dressing for everything. Because it's amazing and delicious, and I love it. So if you want to know more about the chipotle mayo or anything that's in here, I talked all about that yesterday. And now this is real life eating it. And I just realized I have to add a little bit of onion because I have mushrooms, but I'm not having any onion. And that would be really good on this too. So I'm going to add just a bit of chopped onion. And then I'm going to have to put everything away. Okay, here's the ugly bowl at the end once I finally mixed it all together. I added the chipotle mayo that I had from the photo. I also added a little salt, just a couple of turns of this salt mill equals enough that doesn't go over the Nutritarian limit of salt. So just a little bit more flavor here, but I'm still good for added salt because I'm not having any other processed foods today. And now I get to put all this away. Oh my God, you guys, I'm a genius. Okay. I was telling you about the other day how when I eat a salad that has raw onions in it, after I eat the salad, I have like a huge sweet tooth because I want that flavor out of my mouth. I don't want that oniony flavor stuck in my mouth anymore. So I always have a sweet tooth. So after I finished my salad today, I was like, I want things. But I didn't know what I wanted. It's kind of like been ice cream lately, like regular vegan ice cream lately, but I don't have any, thank God, on purpose. So I thought to myself, could I make some kind of like little dessert that's not always the same dessert I always make, which is usually either vegan ice cream or it's the those chocolate brownie bites that I usually do. I didn't want those because those are super heavy. I was like, well, let me see what I have in the fridge. So I threw together, I was like, you know what I really want is like something creamy, sweet, like to coat, like the ice cream kind of an idea, to get rid of that onion flavor. So I thought, well, I have the coconut yogurt in there. So I got that out, which is the good coconut yogurt. It's by So Delicious. It's light. It's not like super heavy. So I mixed that with some of the date sauce that I made, which was awesome. And then I started like getting all creative. So here's what I ended up with so far. This is probably going to be where I'm stopping. It's pudding, basically. Like I made a pudding. And what it is the So Delicious coconut yogurt, a little bit of that, like about 3 big scoops full of it. Then I did 1 or 2 large scoops of the strawberry date paste, which is just dates, pomegranate juice, and frozen strawberries, and the one I used. Then I put in like maybe a teaspoon or so of carob powder, a teaspoon of peanut butter, and then maybe half a tablespoon of chia seeds. And now this is turning into a yummy, yummy pudding. It tastes amazing. And in a few minutes when it's ready to eat, like when the chia seeds have soaked up some of the water and turned more into a gel, because otherwise they're a little chewy, a little hard to chew. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the oatmeal in, like I have been doing lately with like my smoothie bowls and stuff, for a little bit of texture. And this is gonna be my little dessert instead of always making like banana ice cream or something, because the thing is I haven't wanted banana ice cream lately because I, first of all, don't like bananas, and I've just been turned off by the thought of having to have something banana flavored because ugh. But in order to have banana ice cream, I have to cover it up with so many like cherries and other fruits, and then that's a little bit sour because once I put enough in to cover up the bananas, then I need to sweeten it up a little bit. So I always end up using a ton of peanut butter and stuff like that I just don't need all that heaviness right now. So the date paste was perfect, and that would probably actually be really good in the ice cream too, but to cover up that banana flavor I have to use like whatever. So this seems to be just perfect. I'm gonna eat this now, and this is my little snack, just an idea for you guys. Not a ton of anything in here. It's not really that off plan at all. It's pretty Nutritarian. So, I mean, it's all sort of unnecessary foods, but if you got to get over that sweet tooth, right, I think this is a good solution. So, time to dig in. Uh-oh, guys. Of course, this happens right when I say I'm not going to vlog anymore, but look what I just found on Dr. Furman's site. It's a new product. It's another 20-day product. 20-day challenge product type thing. 20 daily menus, 60 recipes, etc., for diabetics. Now, I'm not a diabetic, but I can always use more information. Oh my gosh. Let me know what you think down below. Should I do this one to show you guys what it's like? Would you be interested? I bet this is going to be very similar to the 10 and 20, where you just get meal plans that are good for diabetics. Basically, it says, this program was designed for people who want to improve and in most cases eliminate their type 2 diabetes through sound nutritional intervention. Well, let me know what you think, if you think I should do this one too, so you guys can see what it's like. Okay. Is there such thing as a Nutritarian binge session? Yes, I think so. That's what just went down in this kitchen. So I let myself get too hungry. It was about 6:30, I think 6:30 to 7 when I started to really think about what I was going to do for dinner. I had seen a vegan cheese sauce on Instagram this morning from one of my favorite accounts. And I had seen this kind of cheese sauce a lot. I mean, it's super, super popular in the vegan community. And everyone always swears it tastes like cheese. Looks like cheese. Kind of like that nacho cheese sauce you get at the movie theater. Nachos. The fake stuff. I gotta say, well, okay, to be fair, I didn't really follow the recipe, so I'm probably gonna try it again at some point just to follow the recipe and see how much it does in fact taste like cheese. But the way I made it, which was with all the ingredients, I just didn't measure anything, doesn't taste like cheese. And it has a potatoey texture. It's basically, like, the base is carrots and potatoes, and so it sounds awesome, like cheese sauce that's made of carrots and potatoes. The big reason I never made it before is because Nutritarians don't eat white potatoes, you know? I was always like, I don't want to fall in love with something that I can't really eat. But today I was just like, I want to try it. So I did. So I made it real fast, and I did it in sort of like 2 stages because I had way too many potatoes. And so it starts out, I mean, it's exactly what you would expect. Like, you boil the potatoes and the carrots and the onions, blend them together, and then you add all these other ingredients to make it taste like cheese. And my ratios are totally off, so maybe if I had less potatoes or something, then it would taste more like cheese. But then it's like garlic powder, onion powder, almond milk, mustard, blah, blah, blah. Lemon juice, different things, and soy or tamari, olive oil. So a couple of those things aren't Nutritarian at all, but I used just a little bit of those, but I was like, eh. But what happened was I brought a bunch of things out of the fridge because I wanted to dip things in the sauce to see if it was going to taste like cheese. But as I was bringing things out of the fridge and cooking at the same time, I was like so hungry and cravey. I started just like eating things. And I mean, many of the things I ate weren't bad, like green beans and some rice and lentils and stuff like that. But I used the sauce that I made the other day, the mayo-based sauce. I used a lot of that. So that was not great. But then I got out the tortillas again and made some more chips. I should have just made less of them because I made 6 of these into chips and I ate them all. I dipped them in it's like the best chips and dip ever. Oh my gosh, especially if you're like a Nutritarian and you haven't had chips in a long time, because I don't eat Doritos or anything anymore. This was like, oh geez, like way too good. So I ended up just having a little bit more things than I should have. But now I'm gonna move on to banana ice cream because I was talking about that earlier and it made me think of it and I really want it now, with a bunch of cherries and then some carob powder and peanut butter. But in my defense, you guys, I started my cycle today. So I'm in a lot of pain, like mucho pain, like every other month. Nothing's better, nothing changed. So I've been like this month, but the difference between this month and last month is that I'm not trying to like stick it out. I've just been taking ibuprofen and trying not to like suffer all day, and it's been better than it was last month. Like last month was like, I was just crying the whole time because it hurt so bad because I was trying that new remedy of raspberry leaf tea, which didn't work for me. And I tried to stick it out without taking ibuprofen and I was so miserable. But this month I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it like immediately and try to dull it. So I've had some moments here and there, but it's been a lot better than last month. And then I'm like trying to make myself feel better by eating things, but at least it's like kind of semi-nutritarian what I'm eating. So, all right, that's my update. I'm gonna make some ice cream and just go comfort myself. Also, I'm taking applications for dishwashers. Much better. Okay, I made ice cream. And now, cozy time. Hey guys, no Nutritarian Nugget today. I rambled way too much, but hopefully you got some good ideas for some recipes or maybe something. If you're interested in any of the things I talked about in the video, as far as the recipe I was talking about, that vegan cheese sauce or the Dr. Furman program, that's the new diabetes program or whatever, all the links for that stuff is down below, so feel free to get it there. Please subscribe, like, and comment to this video. That's the way that you show me that you like what I'm doing, and I would really appreciate that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!